Hey kids, thanks for joining us at Fire Station 2. I am Lieutenant Damhof, joined by Firefighter David Whitaker.
David Whitaker,
Yes.
You bet.
What are we going to do today, Dave?
Well, we're going to show the kids Rescue 2. So this is the truck that goes on all the ambulance calls, or we go with the ambulance. This isn't an ambulance, but we have specialty tools on this truck, Jordan, and we're going to show you a little bit about it today.
I can't wait. Let's get started. Hey, look! It looks like another door. It's kind of like the other side.
It
except
is.
It's on this side now.
And there's different
my
stuff
goodness.
in it.
Look at, well, this, I recognize this. This is a reel.
That's a hose reel with another electrical line to it.
What's in this red bag?
So this is the medical bag that we take on all our calls. You wear it like a backpack.
Oh, I like backpacks. Which way does it go on?
There you go. So big heavy backpack, just like when you go to school, except it's got all the supplies in it that you need to possibly take a blood pressure, or check somebody's pulse, or bandage their arm, or splint their arm, or deliver a baby. Everything is in that bag. There's oxygen to put on them in case they can't breathe. So
Have you delivered a baby?
I have. About 8.
8 babies.
8 total.
At the same time?
Not at the same time. Not at the same
That would
time.
be a lot.
And so then this part right here
What's that for?
is called an AED, or an automatic defibrillator. So when we got to start somebody's heart, this is what we use to start their heart.
Yeah?
Yep.
How does that work?
Well, we press a button,
Okay.
it turns it on.
Apply pads to patient's bare chest.
Then
So
you just follow the
then we just follow the directions.
Pads connector.
Plug 'em
Match
in.
the flashing light.
And then if it says shock, we'll shock them.
Okay.
That saved a lot of lives. Then down on the bottom here, these are hydraulic rams that go with that hydraulic motor we saw in the last compartment.
Yeah? What do those do?
They move out, extend out to sometimes lift heavy stuff, heavy objects off of people, or if their car's wrecked and they're upside down, it'll lift the car off them.
Okay.
And this is, what do you think this is?
Oh, it's like a toolbox.
It's a regular old toolbox.
Oh, there's more tools.
We got crescent wrenches, we got screwdrivers, we got nibblers, we got alignment pliers, we got hammers, everything we might need to take something apart, everything we might need to assist in any way. And then up here,
What's up there?
we have face shields.
Oh, okay.
So if we deliver a baby, or if we get in a call that might be a messy call, then we put a face shield on.
Oh, I see.
Or if we want to protect from viruses, we also wear a face shield. We have bleach.
What do you use bleach for?
We use the bleach if we need to clean up where somebody might have been bleeding on the ground. We got to clean up the concrete, so we use the bleach.
Sure.
And then up here, what do you think those are?
Those look like foam pillows for nap time.
They are very close to foam pillows. One of these goes on each side of the patient's head when we put them on that backboard,
On that
so that
soap
it keeps them from moving their neck in case they might have a neck injury.
So it holds it straight.
Yep, holds it straight.
Okay.
You know what this logo is?
That looks like Gatorade.
That is Gatorade. That's if we get thirsty, then we can drink some Gatorade.
Hey, I think I've seen one of these before. What's this do?
That is a cone. It's expandable.
Wow. Look
There
at
you
that.
go.
That's pretty
Want to see
neat.
something else neat?
Yeah.
On the bottom, you press the button on the bottom. See if we get it. You might not be able to see it in the camera, but it lights up. So at night, it's lit up so that oncoming traffic can stay out of the way.
Sure.
I think that's almost it. And there's one more thing. This is an air chisel. So it looks like a normal toolbox.
So it chisels the air.
Yeah, it chisels the air. So it'll chisel.
Oh, I see.
But then we also have an air gun.
Okay.
So you put this in here, and then it will chisel using air from the SCBA cylinder. So we can hook it up, and then this will cut metal. It'll cut the side of a car, or it'll cut into things if we need to get access.
That's pretty neat. Oh, hey, this looks like another compartment. Is there anything in here?
It is. So it's kind of the same as the other side. So if you remember, on the other side, we had that big Stokes basket.
Yep, I remember.
It goes all the way across the truck.
Okay.
And remember the 4x4s? They go all the way across the truck too, so you can access from either side. So that part of the compartment is about the exact same. This part's different. So we have first out bags. So in these little bags, we have pliers, we have markers, we have golf tees. You play golf?
Oh, yeah.
You know what we use golf tees for?
Golfing.
We use golf tees if we're gonna plug a line. Maybe there's a leak on a gas line. We'll put the golf tee in it and it'll stop the leak. So there's all kinds of little tricks in this. And we have
Duct tape.
a #1 tool right here, duct tape. We have gloves in case we get into glass or we're cutting something. We have big markers to mark doors in case somebody's, if we've already searched it, we can search it with that. So kind of a first out bag all around.
And then, what do you use these bags for? Where do you bring them?
And so this is if we have a car accident. A lot of times we bring them out because people forget to put their car in park after an accident. They're so flustered, they don't remember to shut it off. So when we come up, sometimes it's still in drive and trying to move. So we cut the battery on it to make sure that it can't move forward. And then this big bag in the back here, I'll move it to the front. So this bag back here is for rescue lifting. So there's a regulator in there, there is some hose lines in there. And what we use this for is they connect to these deals right here. And so these we put in between two objects and we put air to them, and after we air them up, it lifts it up.
Like a big balloon?
Like a big balloon, except this one's a small one. The big ones are back here.
How much weight can that one lift?
These ones, I'm thinking they lift 1.5 tons.
So that little balloon can lift how much weight?
1.5 tons, so 3,000 pounds. This one
How much can that one lift?
is a little bit bigger. This one is about the same. It's 1.1
1.1.
tons.
How much does an elephant weigh?
A lot.
Do you think it could lift an elephant?
I do. I think it could lift an elephant.
That'd be fun to see.
If they stand still long enough.
What's in this other drawer right above it?
You've seen safety cones.
Yep.
You've seen emergency lights.
Yep.
This
What's that?
is a sign that we deploy, and it goes a big old sign that says emergency scene ahead.
Oh.
Yeah. So it unfolds kind of like you have Legos.
Yep.
You have an erector set.
Yep.
This kind of does the same. So there's lots of clicking parts.
I have Lincoln logs too.
You got Lincoln logs.
Yep.
And once we get it all down, this part will come up. So kind of like a transformer. You got a transformer?
Yep.
So this will transform into an emergency scene. You think people will see that?
Maybe.
I think so.
I think if we put these in it,
Now they'll see it.
then they'll really see it.
Now they'll see it.
Ta-da.
So that's like a transforming sign. And then up here, we have another bag. And there's all kinds of crazy stuff in this bag.
Crazy stuff like what?
Like shaving cream.
Shaving cream.
What do you think we use shaving cream for?
Well, do you use it for shaving your mustaches?
We do not. Most firefighters want a mustache. This is for putting on batteries. And you put on batteries and it will make it so it doesn't spark.
Oh, okay.
So there's shaving cream. Guess what? We got in this one.
Is that more duct tape?
More duct tape. Yeah. Then we got baking soda.
What do you do with that?
This is for some hazardous materials. We can put this on and it will make it better.
Make it better?
Make it better. Yep. We got garbage bags.
Okay. What do you do with that?
Well, if we have garbage after the scene, and then we have
What do you got there?
silicone spray.
Oh, is that like WD-40?
It is, it is. So sometimes we just need tools in the toolbox. That's what's in this bag.
Okay.
You know what this is?
That looks like a pin with a spring on it.
Kind of like a springy pen.
Yep. What do you use that for?
What this does is you put that really sharp end right there
Yeah.
against the window.
Yep.
If we need to break in the window, pull that back, break the window.
That'll break the glass.
That'll break the window right there. A little sharp end right there.
That's a special tool.
But it's just got a big old spring with a hammer that hits it.
Neat. And it looks like you got some chunks of hose up here. What do you use this stuff for?
Those go over the edge of a sharp edge on a building.
So then you don't cut yourself.
Yeah, then we can cut ourselves. We've got some little ones back here. So if you wanted to put it over the front edge like that, then you wouldn't cut.
That's
wouldn't be any
nice.
sharp
That
edges.
feels a lot better.
No?
And safer.
And safer.
Hey, what's this big yellow hose for? What's this do?
So this is called a Plimo vent. If you look up, it goes all the way up and out the roof. And so it takes the exhaust from the truck so that we don't get any cancer-causing exhaust.
So we don't get the smoke from this truck in here?
That's right. So when we pull out of the fire station, it comes off automatically.
That's like never.
It is. So we got one more compartment on the body of the truck
Okay.
with more tools.
Oh. This looks like a lot of blocks in here.
There is. So if you guys have Jenga at home, this is kind of like a game, but it's not. There's all kinds of blocks that we call cribbing that we'll use to wedge under a truck, or we'll wedge under somebody's stuck or in a door. We can wedge it in a door, and so we can also make blocks and build stuff up. So if we lift it up, remember the bags in the last one? We lift up with the bags, and then we gotta make sure it doesn't fall over.
Oh, then you put the blocks on.
And so we put big blocks underneath it like this.
You ever build a fort out of the blocks?
I haven't yet, but we could. What do you think that looks like?
That looks like steps.
Stair steps. So we call this one step chocks.
Oh, that's
Because
a clever name.
you can step up and then put the car and put the car and then put the car here. As we lift it up, we can step and push this in.
I see.
And then on the bottom here, you remember 3 compartments ago, we had rams.
Yes, I do
Remember
remember
extension rams that go out hydraulically?
Yep.
We put these right in the edge of the door, then put the ram in here,
Okay.
and that helps us push.
So it pushes off of
It
that.
pushes off of that.
Oh.
Yep. And then way up top here,
What's up there?
we
There's another
have
bag. There's lots of bags.
another bag with regulators, and we got bigger hose on this one. So these are low pressure bags,
Okay.
and I got hose, I got regulators. So remember the other bags that lift 10,000 or lift 1.5 tons?
Yeah, lift an elephant.
Yeah. These ones here lift a little less. They're low pressure, but they go up higher. They're bigger, like a big balloon.
So maybe they lift a rhino, but not an elephant.
Probably.
Okay. That's good to know.
Maybe a horse.
Maybe a horse.
Yeah.
What are these? This looks like a big chunk of rubber.
It is, and so if there's sharp stuff on the ground before we put this big balloon to lift up that rhino,
Yep.
we put this down so that we don't get any sharp things off the
So it
ground.
doesn't pop it.
Yep.
That's a good
You
idea.
ever popped a balloon on your birthday?
Yeah.
This makes it so you don't.
Okay. Hey, this looks familiar. This is kind of like the door on the other side. What's in
Yep.
here?
That's where we remember where the extra 3 firefighters ride.
Oh, I do
That's
remember.
in here, so just like the other side, they can get out either side of the truck.
Okay.
As we come forward, remember this side. So this little flippy thing,
Yep.
that's the same as the other side. That allows us to plug stuff in.
That's
And then this is where the lieutenant sits.
Okay.
And
He sounds like a nice guy.
he is a nice guy, I tell you what. And so lieutenant sits here. So the lieutenant's the guy that makes the decisions
Yeah.
on the call, and he's kind of the boss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then of course we got the whole truck itself. This is the engine.
This makes a fun sound.
It does.
Does this do anything here?
It does. So that if we lift that and the one on the other side,
Oh, it's two.
that's how we lift the whole hood up if we want to check the oil.
What's under the hood?
And well, we can show you.
Oh, I'd love that. So if you just lift this up like that, then it's
Yep.
not latched anymore. Then how do you open it?
So then you can lift on the side, or we can pull from the front.
Okay.
So we'll pull from the front,
Wow.
and it opens up, and then we can come in here, and we can check the oil, but it's on the other side.
Oh,
So we can check the radiator fluid on this side.
okay.
Then we can check to make sure that all the hoses are tight. We can check air pressure, and right inside the door is where we fill up for the windshield wipers.
Oh, I see. Right here.
So this is the engine on the Rescue. A couple things here. This is a dipstick where we pull out to check the oil. Right there. Down here is the power steering fluid. This is the steering column that goes up, so that's what connects the steering wheel down to the front axle. And then on top, if you were going to put oil in, you can put oil in the top of here. There's a side on the other side you can put as well. But overall, lots of hoses, lots of fittings, That's your motor.
That's pretty neat.
All right. So of course we got the steering wheel.
What's that do?
That's so we can turn the wheels on the fire truck.
Oh, okay.
There's a big old power button down below on my left side that turns all the power onto the fire truck. We have a key just like a normal car.
Yeah.
Yep. We got the garage door opener, so we can open and close the garage doors. Sometimes firefighters forget to close the garage door. Oh man, that's the horn right there.
The horn doesn't sound very good.
It's not. We have a bigger horn, and I tell you what, it is down here. This button turns on the emergency lights right there on the computer. This also controls the generator, and this is just a display screen for the generator. This little control module here controls the siren. If I turn that, that'll turn the siren on. This will select different styles of siren. There's a horn and a siren there. This is our radio where we call dispatch.
That's like a walkie-talkie.
It is. It's like a walkie-talkie. We can get information about the call. We can ask for directions, address, etc. And then this box right here is called a Knox Box. We all have a secret passcode that we put in here. And then once you put in your secret passcode, this key, see I can't get it out. It's locked in there.
Oh.
When we put in our passcode, we can take the key out, and that key allows us to gain access to other buildings.
What's your password?
It is very secret.
Oh.
And so this is just a computer that shows us where all the units are around town, who's available and who's out of service, or if we need an ambulance, if there's any available, if the commander's in town, so on and so forth. So
That's pretty neat, Dave.
there's one more. Remember the light in the back that went back and forth and back and forth?
I do remember
This
that.
light here is just like it, but that tells directions for which way people are supposed to go. So if we want to go left, we turn on left.
I see.
And that's about all that's in here other than gloves. We have gloves in here. Every time we go on an EMS call, when somebody's hurt, we put our gloves on to make sure that we're protected.
I see. Well, that's good. Thanks for taking the time to show us the rescue today.
You bet.
This was pretty neat.
It's really neat.
Yep. Well, this is pretty neat. What is this here? That's pretty neat. Well, that's pretty neat.
So
That's pretty neat, Dave. Cool.
it does.
Pretty neat. And then, well, that was neat. Neat. Well, that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Well, that's pretty neat. How neat is that? This was pretty neat.
It's really neat.
Yep. That's pretty fancy. Oh, that's pretty handy. So we can do the power of imagination.
Yeah.
That's math. This makes me feel safe.
What's this called?
This is called
Tools?
more tools.
Will come.
Who invented the Stokes basket?
I don't know. I guess his name's Stokes.
Now, Harold Stokes in 1979. I just found that out. I have no idea.
I have no idea.